Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sogdian Saga, in which I will tell you that on this day of recording, it's May 18th. For those of you wondering, when did this record, as this video has been posted in June? And I know by now that some of you are thinking, and unless you probably didn't, then just, well, give it to yourselves and whatnot. Anyways, what I'm trying to say before we get on with the show here, by show I mean the war. And our raiders too, which we'll have to take care of that first. Which I'm sending my son, Karush, there, for him to prove himself. Now, about a few days ago, before this date of recording, on May 18th, yes, I found out about the release date for the upcoming Crusader Kings 3, which will be coming out in September. Which my reaction was, well, crap. The reason for that is because once the Sogdian series ends, which it will end in a few weeks, which I have about a couple of episodes left in me, I think. I mean, it'll end in June. Just do a couple more episodes and ready to call it quits. My original plan was just to take a couple of months off, go on a hiatus from this game, and then come back and do one last video series of Crusader Kings 2 on September. But September 1st, Crusader Kings 3 comes out, so this... well, I think I will likely scrap those plans. Not saying I would do a video series of Crusader Kings 3 right off the bat. No. Give it time. Give me time to learn the game and whatnot until I feel good and ready. And speaking of good and ready, around this same time, this past weekend, I was playing another game from Paradox Interactive, which is called Imperator Rome, which is kind of like... you know, gameplay-wise, it's like a mixture of Europa Universalis 4, which is Paradox Interactive's flagship game, and Crusader Kings 2, so I just gave that a try, since you know about me in this game, and I had some degree of experience with EU4, even though I do not have all its DLC, so there's no reason for me to do a playthrough of EU4. But in Imperator Rome, despite the mixed reviews I hear, for me I had a pleasant experience. I learned pretty fast about how everything works. I was playing as Sparta at that time, as part of the learning curve. You know, go for a little small country, then grow it big. Like, let me put that into you, Greece. Like, even though it doesn't have all the territories and provinces and whatnot. Yeah, this is where Sparta was, right? I took from this little country, expanded it here, then through up there, then through there, and then they're even gone through Attica and Athens, and a part of there. And then last night, before this day of recording, when we expanded up to Macedon, we went big, all the way up to Thessaloniki. Yep, went big. I mean, it may look small to you in Crusader Kings standards, but it's big in an Imperator world map. For those of you who haven't seen a single playthrough of that game, well, you're in for it. But anyways, because I thought of this, even though I'll talk more about it on the finale, so I'll just say this. Once I'm done with the Sogdian series, there's probably going to be an Imperator Rome playthrough in my channel. I mean, not only because I want to add some originality to the channel, but plus it's just, I mean, the game's about a year old now, so it's relatively new to me, so therefore I can spend more time on that game once this ends until Crusader Kings 3 comes out. So I may do a playthrough, possibly in July, whenever their next update comes out. I mean, I don't want to do one right now, once I get off of here. No. Don't want to rush that. Finish the Sogdian series first, and then we'll talk about the future plans. So, right now, in the immediate future, right here in Crusader Kings 2, we're going to war, we're already at war, against the Byzantine Empire for Dioclea. Dukla today. As part of the Northwestern Balkan Reconquest. We retook Bosnia, we retook Serbia, and soon we'll get all of Croatia, and hang on. Okay, we jumped ahead a bit of time, so we'll just send the ship's troops over and bring those forces here. Oh, and forgot about you lot too. Just meet up here and well, actually get the hell over here. Anyways, what I was trying to say before I was really interrupted, well, it wasn't much of an interruption. I mean, I pretty much told you all the plans that I have for this war, part of the Balkan Reconquest. So that way we just want all the lands of what we used to know as the land of the South Slavs, Yugoslavia if you will, roughly, to bring it all back to the Persian Empire. Just trying to right the wrongs as part of the legacy of Devashti, which, for Orma's sake, I would need to stop saying his name. Stop saying his accursed name. Yeah, we all have issues with your ancestors and whatnot. Anyways, let's get on with the damn war. For some reason, I was about to press space to pause, but that didn't appear. I'm sorry, I need to get off this habit from that other game. By the way, is it space to pause? Oh, yes it is. I didn't know that. Okay. Played Crusader Kings for 3 years and you barely learned how to use the pause button on the keyboard instead of the mouse. Took you that long, huh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Mongols have controlled China, but now the Jurchens are at it again. They want China again. China just can't catch a break. I feel for them. Just assault, you know, just to get it down on the, you know, attrition. Now don't assault again. These are acceptable casualties, some would think. Especially if you're more cynical. Wait a minute. Emperor. Basilisk. Let me lead there. Bring out the very best. Did you get any leadership traits, son? Mind you, he's the member of the Immortals. Oh, you finally did get married. And you're pregnant. And adulterous. Who's your lover? Ah. Well, hopefully it has to be of your dynasty, right? Cultural manage the same dynasty that has the Parthian, Sasanian, and the Sogdian bloodlines that we gave them. They're very important to us. I don't care if your child's a bastard, you gotta legitimize it. Despite the fact that you got married, but too bad, what's his name? Batic beat you to it. He hit it first. They ain't coming to reinforce. Sure. No, then. Tempting offer. I mean, you got a son who's celibate, and one is he's having children. He's got plenty of them, so it's fine. Go ahead. You have my blessing. Yeah, we'll do all the fighting. Surrendering already. We were just getting started. Don't have a pact against us, so it's a deal. Oh, honestly, we should have just... Don't worry about it. Because what I like to do is go to war again. Go do it again. And plus all these troops were from over there, you know, Constantinople and whatnot. Go to war again, fight against them for maybe this territory. You know, 2 versus 1 in Ragusa. No need to connect from here to there. Not yet. Thought we may connect through Anatolia, but I believe the sea zones preceded. Yes. And remember, all gains go to Bosnia. Satrapy of Dioclea. All gains to Bosnia. Which is not only the Banebshen of Bosnia, but also the Banebshen of Serbia. Maybe, yes. But, Kingdom of Croatia still exists. And if you go to war against them, that means you're going to war against the entire damn world because of your threat level so damn high. And it can't get any higher than that. You just need to take advantage of the Byzantine Empire as much as we can. Just 2 more wars. 1 for Slavonia, and 1 more for Ragusa. And then I'll pay attention to Greco-Croatia. Whatever is the Greek name of Croatia, because I don't know what is Croatian in Greek. Anyways. Another war out of this. Then gotta start plotting against them. Unless Bosnia takes the initiative and use all of her strength to fight a holy war for this region. And therefore, it's united. Again. And will never separate. I don't want the Shadam of Bosnia. It's a Herbert house now, even though she's got a bastard child coming up, thanks to him. Anyways. I got so much prestige, I'm not worried about breaking truces. Slavonia. Bring out Armia Beha. We'll meet with you soon. And of course, Egypt. What is this? Al-Jazeera. And Syria. That's where I usually go. Don't get any of them here. They need the rest because I accidentally disbanded them over foreign territory. We can handle them that much. They're not at war with anybody else but us. Here we go again. Well, since we're going to be taking all of this, I was thinking maybe we should just siege down Raguzas, just to weaken their defenses the next time we go to war against them. But don't stay here. When the peace treaty's coming, get them out of foreign territory. University of Orleans. They'll be coming soon. I do not fear their size. Yeah, I was wondering. Oh yeah, they'll be coming with all their might, but it's going to be a big mistake for them. Varazdin, they'll be coming to Andaltonia, also known as Zagreb, which it could be renamed Zagreb under Persian control. Yep, they are coming on down, bringing everything they got, while we are just, well, largely a retinue, force of cavalry, along with whatever cavalry and infantry coming from Bosnia and Slavonia. Glad you're here, because you are good at defending. Who else is good in fighting and defense? This is a forested area. Bring you along, you're stampede leader. Most of the cavalry are in that flank, but yeah, vast majority of the cavalry is there, especially the heavies, such as them. Wouldn't worry about it too much. Only the infantry, not the cavalry, could defend. So just imagine the Bosnian infantry from the Armia just, you know, they fight very force, while the cavalry will rush into these trees and whatnot. But then again, you know me, how theatrical when I can get for such things. Hey. Remember, I'm in the Hermetic Society, because I was thinking, should make horoscope, but can't do that, because Jamshid is my grandson. Did I say grandson? Gee. I was about to say, man, I get old pretty fast. I mean, to be fair, you've been drinking that fountain of youth for the last few times. Remember, just keep it up on bringing down their defenses. Get your conflict. Let's see how 12,000 versus... Oh, gosh. More than that. Let's slow down here. We lost some more troops because of the siege. They got no command on that flank, so that's going to cost them. Volley, inspire defense, rats. We take very little casualties while they take a lot more. And reinforcements will be coming soon. Only then they'll be beaten. Learn languages. It's just no comparison. It's just a fact of life. Not to mention reinforcements get big because that's mainly our retinue that's reinforcing, not the Bosnian Slavonian infantry. And gotta go observe the sky, of course. '95. Just give me the peace treaty right now. Just take down another one of their holdings, and that'll be it. Oh, you are commander of the Persian Empire. Oh, by the way, your child. Bastard. What happened to your husband? Divorced? Killed? Because it's not a good idea to, you know... Wait, your child's born strong, but at your age, you'll be in your 30s by then, and you're stressed. You could die. If I were you, I ought to kill that boy right now so you could be betrothed to somebody else. I mean, I'm already a known murderer, but... yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna do. First assassination of the episode. And it's gonna be a bastard child that she's betrothed to. I don't know what happened to your husband. One would think he was divorced in disgrace. Because of adultery. Adultery is not fun. Adultery is not fun, I say. It's just like virgin shaming. Not fun either. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, now get him out of foreign territory. Done and done. To Bosnia. Okay, get you county by county. Dresden is all yours. And same for Zagreb. And we gotta get Slavonia over to Bosnia. See if we can convince that. Unless we could take Croatia, then we'll give the Croatia title to her. And so therefore, this can move in. Instead of giving it all to him. One more war for Ragusa. We'll spend another big prestige, and that'll be the last war with the Byzantine Empire for at least a while. And this one for Mali Dubrovnik, Little Ragusa. Get ahead of time. You know where to get them. Since it's just one county, somebody's got to do the fighting. He died. What a very virtuous man he is. He was. One would think he might have been a member of the Sraka Samga. If you remember the Indian place of what I was referring to. Yes. Man, everybody keeps getting fired from the marshal position, isn't it? Man, the Shah of Persia ain't gonna like it. Of course you won't. But give you designated region, I'm gonna give him everything that he can be happy with. Even if he has to take care of the lighthouse. No, no need for that. We know what we're doing. Got it. Come on, son. You're coming with me, even though it would be a bit riskier. Just as risky as we bring the Bosnian Banebshen along. Because, you know, it's about time to earn your pay. That, and, we need to keep him over here because he's the siege master. He'll bring all of them down with ease. Don't rush it. Find a suitable place for a battle. Oh, here we go. They're coming. Good mind. Going across the river. Now, you better have infantry while you got no experience left in your name, but it's time for you to learn your lessons. Especially that we're up against the Ragnan Guard. But they're no match for our Persian and Bosnian courage. Bosnian, Sogdian. Research concluded. Gotta help my son. There we go. Now they'll all retreat. And the battle just ended at the new year. Three more holdings to go and you got them all. It is an early morning when I, with shaking hand, put my quill down. Is it possible? Have I predicted a travel in the starfall? Wiping my brow, I go over my calculation once more and get the same results again. It does seem to add up. I leaned back in my chair, judging from all the signs. I'm fairly certain I know when this marvel will take place. Come tonight, I will gather the crowd to Windsor with me. Yeah, here in Belgrade, apparently. Oh yeah, time for round review. Just in case. God, Gotta go kill that bastard child of hers. Yeah, somebody ought to take care of that. Really? Is that all? Okay. Well then, siege that area then. We took the objective. Two offers. One marriage, one peace. Oh yes. The Mongols or Zoroastrians. There, that is all that we need from you. We'll never fight you again. Unless I say otherwise. So now we will have to focus on Croatia soon. And should we restore Ragusa's reputation as a merchant republic as it was? Probably. Still don't. Are there any Dalmatians or Zoroastrians remaining in this world? My religion. Dalmatian. Because they need to be back to prominence, otherwise I'm going to be giving it to Bosnians. Oh yeah, plenty. Bunch of women though. You are going to be the mayor of Ragusa, and then subsequently the that dang I was about to say, is Ragusa at war? No, just make that guy the Lord Mayor. Comes, not comes, that's Comes. Mazabanet is all yours. Yeah, he'll be the Lord Mayor. And he will recreate the title of Ragusa. And I suggest you probably want Ragusa yourself. Don't you not? Don't you not? Did you hear what you just say to yourself again, you and your... Also, Telangana. We really expanded the Telugu lands. Well, it's going to be given to you too. No, Viceroyalty. Has to be separated and eventually given independence because I want nothing to do with that part of India. It was never my intention of going down this far into India, and yet the vassals made it happen, and the Mobadan Moabad too. Oh, and if you want to recreate that republic, it's going to take a lot more money than that, so you'll eventually get up there. All we gotta do now is to get rid of the Greco-Croatian ruler. Positions that are. We need to get rid of him by any means. Assassination is not one of them, unfortunately. Antagonize him, yeah? The air is crisp and the sky clear as people huddle around each other to observe the nightly phenomenon predicted. not all are convinced of my cause. As the hour begins to slip away, I hear the skeptical mumbling. Then suddenly several ooh and ah take place around me as people excitedly pointing upwards. Across the dark heavens, a tiny speck of light is moving, a white trail marking its journey. This is a night we shall all remember. Now I feel proud of myself. I told you I would be proven right. Sooner or later, I'll become a maga and write the Magnum Opus. I hate to lose that Bosnian because I don't want the Sogdians running. I mean, no doubt they'll convert to Bosnian culture and they'll keep all the bloodlines and whatnot. It's just be a shame to lose a native Bosnian in the land and be replaced by a Sogdian, which they'll become. I was about to say Bosnianized, but I don't think that sounds correct, unless you want to create that term. I'm saying it as the equivalent of Hellenization or Italianization or somethingization of their change of culture. Well, once this becomes Merchant Republic, give it to Bosnia. They'll probably want to do. Yeah, they do. So just give it a moment. They make almost a little no money. That would take an eternity and a half for this. But just do it. You remember the treaty by any? Nope. I wish you could adjust the amount of money you're going to be sending as a gift. And that was the minor viceroyalty of Thrace. And also, I've noticed right now that if you look up top right, the one that says 31/31, I am above, slightly, I'm at the vassal limit, so that can't be good. That's the reason why I've been giving gains to Bosnia. Because the Persian Empire is just stretched too thin, especially the Indian holdings. See, that's why I give him out of money. It costs 200 gold for a republic to convert into a merchant republic. Novo Dubrovnik, New Ragusa. Conquered and Holy Wound and this and whatnot. Oh, what do you mean? It's the title proper. Yep. Took a while, but the Zoroastrian Republic of Ragusa is now back. Houses have arisen. All Dalmatians. But interestingly, Sorgo and all the same. Every patrician's got a same house, but different coat of arms that are Zoroastrian themed. Yep, all Dalmatian. Okay, now you can have Ragusa. Also, she's on a warrior pilgrimage. That's the. You gave Sandalia Dioclea? I wonder why it's hard to assassinate him. Unless anybody else is willing. Okay, fine. Move him to, where does he reside? What's his capital? Zeta? No, Travunia. There you go. Once the best child's gone, Stanislav is next. Chucky, the bear. Club-footed Bronigenus. Already. Now I could place a bounty on him. And once he's gone, declare war. Well, I don't know about that because it's the same dynasty and whatnot. Because, you know, Byzantine rules where they once had a different electee. Elected. The person gets elected and whatnot. You just give him Thrace, but don't give him Constantinople. It's mine. Well, that changed. Anyways, so we have to figure out a way how to get Croatia, unless Bosnia is willing. If she survives this warrior pilgrimage. But she won't survive. Her bastard child won't survive. Why are you so hesitant in accepting? Okay, just give her Ragusa. More people will probably accept the plot. Here we go. Gonna smother that little bastard. Find a Hermetic text. An old letter detailing a possible location of some lost Hermetic writings. And so, I got a lot of money, I'll give it the most expensive. I have the best of news. Since our last correspondence, I acquired a map leading to the surviving chamber of the Great Library in Alexandria. While the previous options remain, a tome here in Samarkand, a scroll here in Sarasvati, and tablet in As, as I would argue, that this opportunity is too great to pass up. How much? I'll take those chances. To Alexandria, as we summon the divine and tell me the operation of the gods. The world is too cruel for children. Well, you're gonna have to be married to somebody else. Matrilineal me. Whoever it may be. Perhaps any of these guys, but I don't think you'll accept them because of the prestige effects. Well, why don't you go marry any of those Dalmatian people down there? I don't care. As long as it's not your relative. Despite the fact that... just wait till she returns from the war pilgrimage, and... if her dynasty dies, then the country's going to be run by Sogdians, which they'll turn into Bosnians soon enough. Because they're far separated from, you know, the warm comforts of Samarkand. Got my eye on you. My goodness, we've been ignoring this area. Am I zealous? Oh yeah, I've been zealous for a while. No. It's alright. No, thank you. We got this handled. Is referring to religious uprisings. Mazdaki and Hindu. Karush leads the charge again. He did pick up flat terrain expert. Hopefully he picks up another after this one. And more Hindus. Mazdaki's taken care of. How goes our new friend, the Mongol Empire? Mongol invasion of Romania. Why, I forgot that small Catholic minority inside the Persian Empire, which we never really bothered. Spread the most foul rumors about him. Ah, duel for honor. Challenge accepted. Yep. Got him. One of these days that man's gonna die. Child will be lit and I hopefully... I don't know. You've been too hopeful. I mean, after all, Zoroastrianism is the religion of hope. But it's just we always look at things on the, Where are you going? So... Sorry. Rasakonda. Yeah, you're just going farther and farther into Telugu lands. Even though I'd look forward to giving this area independence because I want nothing to do with central India. I mean, I can tolerate this, but not down there when it's separated by our friends from Rajputana. Of course, have to sign another. She ain't going nowhere. Laksanak. That's how you say that name. Wouldn't that lower our threat level if we just tell them, hey, this land is yours? Because, you know, we can't get Croatia without the whole world, you know, going after us. Yeah, it's just always saying, hey, bounty hunters, he's weak, come get him. But then again, it's a small country, so I don't think there'll be much of members in the round table to go after him. They're fighters guild. You haven't been remarried yet. But unfortunately, she's got another bastard child coming up. That's twice it's happened to me. In the middle of something and then we couldn't get it done. I'll just go find useful materials in the marketplace. Make a decent effort and if I die then extend the Kaiser ruler. He'll keep things stable, but he's not a good warrior. Not to mention a much healthier life. Again, it's just 10% chance of dying. What the hell are you worried about? Just got hurt, that's all. Stalls around us are brimming with all different kinds of goods and people swarming around us. Shavate and I look up at each other's eyes, nodding. We know that it will need to be thorough in our search and excellent in our handling if we want to make some good deals here. What does this thing can be like? Yeah, you can have it. We let them go. Alright, that knocks us down a good amount. For once, I approve of it. Hey, can we do the same thing for Turan? Just one county. Oh, and I received an unexpected visit. The Venetian merchants, Niccolo, Matteo, and Marco Polo have once again arrived at my court. They explained that they reached the Far East and now returning after a successful voyage, wanting to stop at my palace to thank me for the valuable aid that I offered when they last came by, and they brought gifts. Come, tell me tales of the East, my friends. Good learning, but a lot of the money, which may be considered by my standards as chump change. But thank you. Even though I wasn't as good looking as the last time these brothers saw me. Thank you. Marco Polo is going back to Venice. Venice, yeah. Definitely knocked that down. Should have done this a long time ago. Depending on where the peasant revolts took place, then we should just say, okay, you can have your county, and then these Hindus can have that piece of land. Then, instead of just waiting forever, so we're basically just escalating. When there's another peasant revolt breakout, give it to them. Doesn't matter where. Even if it happens right here in Sogdia. No matter how hard we look, it seems there's never anything interesting. Somehow still under my bags full of useless junk that someone sold. I feel fooled. Damn it, man. Now that there's peace time, let's go stargazing together. Getting there. Even though I don't have the learning like I used to. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with it. Well, have you seen my observatory? It's not the question. I was thinking, okay, which area is likely to have a peasant revolt to break out? Looks like it's going to be up in India. What about Egypt or Africa? No, stable. God, again. Curse this weather. I don't know why it would make you so depressed that you just want to kill yourself. You just think differently. But one would think that, I don't know, if Zoroastrians believe in this stuff, you think the ghost of Devashta must be laughing at me right now? Because we're both disfigured. My great-grandfather's ghost is laughing at me now. Wherever he is. I like to see you try. They're gonna back off of that crusade. This is their strength. On the Zoroastrian side, no comparison. It's no contest if this was an actual conflict. It'll just be so one-sided that the Pope will be like, well, I regret my decision. Well, then again, he's infirm and frail. Here we go again with this bull. Well, of course you're not invited, because you're a Nestorian. I got nothing against Nestorians, but... Oh, you're betrothed to that another bastard son of yours. Who's left-handed? Hey! Anybody want to kill this boy? Here we go again. Stop her from being betrothed to this sort of thing. Unless... grandchildren. Not a good idea, but... it's better than what she's been doing. I mean, you can't do that unless, Okay. You're a difficult one to deal with. Not to mention you became lustful, which doesn't help. There's no need for war, just say that my faith is renewed, because I'm a theologian. She'll be like in the late 30s by the time. Again, it may be of our dynasty, but... oh, wait a minute, your father's a different one. She had a different lover. Tell you what. You should switch your life. You should switch to a seduction focus. If you want to have legitimized children for yourself. I mean, you should legitimize it. I mean, it's of your dynasty. What are you afraid of? Do you want to... oh, let's get rid of intestines. What the hell am I going to do with guts? You drink them out of a potion, of course. Yeah, the plan is wait for another revolt. Peasant, particularly. Give them what they want, which our vassals can take it with no problem. And then get Croatia. They won't back out of that defensive pact, nor that guy would be died. Oh, here we go again. The Jurchens are back in power. And they're Tengri too. It's too bad we can't invade them because we don't border with them anymore. That and also not stable. Well, the Yuan Empire doesn't exist anymore. Go ahead. I just changed my mind too many times. That's a problem with me. You're starting to act like Devashta right now. Always changing your damn mind. At least I'm not at a point where I'd lose my will to live like he did the last few times. All you care about is your damn dynasty, bud, yet my uncle's gonna take that over. Look at the line of succession of Bosnia. Uncle, cousin, me, cousin. Nestorian Bosnia, if we let that happen. I mean, look, she'll outlive my uncle. And then, don't know about my cousin. But if I have Bosnia to myself, then I'll give it to some other Bosnian then. But unfortunately, they'll lose that bloodline and the great Bosnian commanders that they'll have along with them. Alright, here's our opportunity. Give them what they want. You'll have your county, which our vassals could take it back with no problem. So, where are we? Still high, but Livornia, that's what it's called in Greek name for Croatia. But we need to keep that threat level down more. Unless you want to give Thrace independence, which that won't make a difference. But finally, oh, be betrothed. And finally, I become Maga. Magus, if you will. Magus is male, Maga's female. Spread some nasty stuff about him. And now let's hold our first ever grand debate. As I expect many members of the Hermetic Society to appear for the grand debate, it is of the utmost importance that everything is to be flawless as possible. In this spirit, the preparations are well underway. My staff has seen to the lodgings and the chef has stocked up the larders. All that is left now is to send out the invitations. Bring me most trusted courier. Cause unrest. What are you so... And also a crusade that won't happen. Let me get a drink. Took a while. Guests are arriving this very moment. It is time for the grand debate to begin and spend the next few days to having each and everyone display their knowledge to decide who is the best of us is. 45 years old, which seems relatively late with what I've been going through and whatnot. After some time spent listening to the debates between scholars of very intellect, I admit occasionally drifting off to my own thoughts, yet there's one person that keeps bringing my attention back to present. Ragnpert has wits and a way with words unlike I've ever seen. A Lombard Bogomolist. I'm not sure what these feelings are. At least I didn't become envious. Hope not. Ever since I left the Immortals, I've become more and more of a sinful person, which contradicts me of being a theologian. Many distinguished themselves during the debates. None, however, been performed as well as Sheikha Shola, who has been declared the winner of the grand debate. The old Bedouin Nestorian woman who's a mystic, theoretical alchemist. Well, she is a mystic. Confident seer, family woman. And she's got a pet owl to boot. She is the wisest of us all. More than I. Only because I've been given bad divine advice, so well done. After several days of long discussions and much debating, a grand debate is over for now. There might have been a few heated arguments. I think most attendees would agree that it was a learning experience. Thank you very much. And the final guest just left, leaving peace and quiet behind. As I sit here and reflect on our contributions to the debate, I think that I was able to show some skillful debating during a few arguments that got applauded by the others. A noteworthy success, so now I'm a debater for the next 3 years. Just reminds me of what I did earlier this afternoon before I hit record. While I was eating lunch, what I was doing is, who's Gabriel? If only we could support him. Oh, he's got more troops. I was about to say, hey, if he could take over Croatia, the defense pact goes away, and then we take it. Yes, no more Croatia. Or in this case, Liburnia, as what the Greeks call it. They had their troops up at the moment. The monument that the Shah has promised is finished. People gather to witness the unveiling new statue. It is the large portrait of Mohammedan Mohammad Wapuyan. Surely this will bring us the God's favor. The statue of our man, the witch hunter, who is a Platonist mystic, but he's malnourished. Thinking that ascetic lifestyles for him, even though we Zoroastrians don't do asceticism. Oh no, she's at it again. Don't die. Otherwise, Olonko Wawans will be taken over. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation in the Sogdian language. Thank you. Jamshid. You'll be one for learning, I guess. Maybe you should be my next apprentice once the Punjab gets promoted. Well, there's the host. And they're gonna get beaten because he just came in by boat. Sorry, I have a tendency to bark like a dog whenever I get chills. Oh, by the way, Crusade didn't happen. If I try to assassinate my uncle, which I can, if I wanted to, that'd be kinslaying. Glad he's doing well in the Immortals. By the way, is he Grandmaster yet? I don't think so. No. Ah, Alans. That's where they're from. They're getting mad at one another. Pact, I think. Yes. Oh, it's about time. Write the Magnum Opus. Alright. Secluded at my writing desk, quill in hand and plenty bottle of ink nearby, I find myself staring down upon a blank parchment. The sheer scale of the task upon which I'm about to embark dawns upon me. I need to record my knowledge, and also to hide it from those who are unworthy. It will take a great deal of time and effort, but it will be glorious. Too bad it's not Alexandria, but goes to it. Alright, check the immortals again. Too bad they're not recruiting women. I was thinking about going back to the immortals. Now I guess Hermetic lifestyle's for me. Well, you were already a theologian before you became Hermetic. Drop dead, will you? Can't assassinate you. Bounty's on your head. Over the past few months, I have developed an elaborate cipher that I will use to encode my life's work. However, before I can continue, I must decide upon a direction in which to take my opus, as the sum of my knowledge is simply too great to be recorded in a single book. Well, I'm a theologian, so let's focus my efforts on writing on theology. Ascension and union with Ahura Mazda is what future generations must strive for. Just this once. One day. Oh my goodness. Stress got him. That's twice. That's 3 times. 3 frickin' times. It's not a hermetic book, just a book. Anyways, get back to writing your Magnum Opus. I've made ample headway in recording my knowledge on the subject of theology, but it's still too vast to touch upon everything. It'll be necessary to narrow the focus of my efforts even further, and to write only one of theology's aspects. I will focus on rituals and invocations. Rituals allow one to invoke the will and presence of Ahura Mazda, a necessary first step if one wishes to ultimately unite with the divine. Alright, listen, I'm gonna give up on... You just lost your hand. And you have returned and you became a strategist. Okay, fine. For the sake of your dynasty, I will not kill your child. Stop! Stop! You can marry your child. Hopefully you'll get one child out of it. And that'll be your only shot. And my old aunt's uncle will give the rest. Whatever, if he takes over, then... Boy, I gotta... Now, I'm far from it from that line of succession. If it ain't my uncle, then it's the Nestorians of Bosnia that'll be taken over. Which I don't mind. Nestorian, Zoroastrian, whatever they choose, as long as it remains in part of the Persian Empire. It is done. It is finished. After a year of sweat and toil, I managed to produce a grand work on ritualistic theology. This tome shall stand the test of ages. Ensure my knowledge and name shall conquer time itself. It will serve my success as well, and perhaps they will one day be able to add their knowledge to mine. Ascend and be one with Ahura Mazda. Look at here. here somewhere. In this big library. Excuse me. I'll press down in a second. Well, it's not all the way down. Oh yeah, the bells. No, lost philosophy book. Here it is. Magnum Opus on Ritualistic Theology. This masterpiece, Magnum Opus, contains many secrets of ritualistic theology, but it has been encrypted with an elaborate cipher. Allow only the brightest to decipher it. So that's +1 intrigue, stewardship, and learning. Could have been better. Now, sometimes the Nazis' diplomacy passes me by and puts me in awkward positions. However, by careful manipulation of my court, I managed to let my co-tiers take the blame when things go bad. Let Excanda take the blame. Continuing to help out their allies. I don't know why, but I'm kind of tempted to declare this war and despite the fact that they're all going to be after me. Actually, not that much. It's Croatia, Teutonic Order, Knights of Corsica, a king, and a Kagan. Who's King Velasco? Velasco. Aquitaine. Oh, that ain't much. I think we're gonna have to do that after all. So, Adept Fateh's apprenticeship reached its end. He knows enough of alchemy, astrology, and theology to be acknowledged as a Hermetic scholar in his own right. As a parting gift, I gave him a tome containing few of my most well-guarded secrets. I did not pretend to notice tears in his eyes, but it touched me deeply. Best of luck in your studies, Adept. Yeah, we're gonna have to declare that war right now. This is our chance. Complete the Balkan Reconquest. But first, where's grandson Jamshid? I mean, are we allowed to, give him his age? No, I don't see any children portraits, so just wait, alright? Jamshid is 13 years old. In 3 years' time, since he's going for learning education, I'll make him a new apprentice. Well, if we can't get rid of you, but get rid of you by force. Oh, it's Saxony. Saxony, not that strong. Already preoccupied. Matter of fact, everybody's preoccupied with the Mongols, which they're about to win. Well, we have to make a quick war. Bring a swift victory. And bring the army with you. Croatia will finally be back into Persian hands, as it should be. We're going for Spalatos. Just bring the Egyptian army over there. Manichaeans in North Africa. You know what? You're a good holy warrior, despite the fact you're one-handed. And Chucky the bear. Yeah, Chucky and Dorothea will be commanding the Bosnian troops as they'll deal with the Greco-Croatians. We're going in after them. At least we got a holy warrior with us, and I'm a holy warrior too, or used to be. You gotta win at least one battle to make a difference. Get back to besieging. %. We know there's a lot more of them out there, but I'm not worried. Just as I want. Remember, all gains to Bosnia. Let's see. Well, you're up there now. Whenever he's finished with this, then we're going to usurp it from him, and then we'll be giving it to Bosnia. So for now, the Mazapanet, then Split and Belgium. The Balkan Reconquest is complete. And with that kind of strength, well, let it sort out a bit. Glorious monument in Nakshad. Satrapia Erhovatske. Satrapia of Croatia, if you will. Gave it to his son. And Bosnia decided to go to war against Germany for, isn't that? Yes. A part of modern-day Croatia and Slovenia. Good luck. Good luck, because Army of Beha coming to Germany. Just picture this, if any of you Bosnian viewers are watching this, on their army patches. Like you got, you know, that symbol, that we did, classic Bosnian symbol, and go along with the other symbol of the Persian Empire with the Varhaha, the Fafaha, to go along with that. Here we go. It's ours. Fortunately, it's magnetic Gavelkind, but I cannot seem to destroy it because it is not Gavelkind. Which, of course, it would go to Korusha of all people. Better idea. You'll be a viceroy of Croatia. And then once he passes, then it's going to be back to me. And whatnot. I mean, after all, he is ethnically Croat, but all this should go to Bosnia, honestly, because it's got to be under one protector. And that's what you need. Let's just be content of what we've done here in this episode. Did you hire mercenaries? Yes, you did. And event spawn troops. Ah, it's from the Immortals. Jesus, from the member of the Immortals. And if we were to ever fight the Byzantines one more time, we would just probably go down south and connect to there. And eventually, you know, connect through there as well. It's too far separated. That didn't take long. Well, unfortunately, it's still Gavelkind. So if I just live at least 10 more years, then we can change that to... oh, we can change that right now. It's agnatic cognatic in Bosnia, right? Yes. Agnatic cognatic primogeniture. Bingo. Now it's all yours. Just as you deserve. And the Satrapy will finally go to you. There you go. The Banebshen of Bosnia, Croatia, and Serbia. Yugoslavia, basically. But it's ruled by Bosnians and of the bloodlines. And now, while I'm certainly a great scholar with feral fine discoveries to my name, I'm not too proud to collaborate with like-minded colleagues. I contemplate hosting some of my colleagues from the Hermetic Society for an intellectual gathering. It is time. I shall invite some of my most favorite colleagues. I begin to prepare for an intellectual gathering in Afrasiab, over in Samarkand. The preparations have been completed and the invitations have been sent and accepted. My honored guests are already packing their coffers. Soon our gatherings will begin. I can hardly wait. Well, let me introduce you to some of these colleagues, 3 of which are in prison. We got Herbert Gorak, the Wicked, Herbert of Constantinople. Mazaban Zamanda, the Devil, Kurdish. Mazaban of Panagrelu. Mazaban Haimian of Ganova and Commander of Rajputana. Bishop Koval, a Saxon who is imprisoned by... Who imprisoned you? Probably tried to steal this stuff. My friend Matab, Napali. And Mazaban Vuk from Rashka. What's up with these working priests? But, however, it's Matab, Gorak, and Vuk are the ones that are going to be coming over. Basically the ones that are in the Empire. Bosnia created the Satrapies Slavonia. Like to say it in their language. To the most esteemed Magnum Chat. Yet again, I must thank you for your generous invitation. The gathering of the great minds, such a fine idea. However, I have one small suggestion. I'd be delighted if you invited Initiate Kobo. His indisputable brilliance will be a fine addition to our gathering. Signed, Neophyte Book. Yeah, whereas you're in prison. But, you know the bishop's in prison, right? So, here's the idea. One would think it's like, hey, we're going to send our courier over there, say that it's from the Persian Empire, says it on the seal of the Varaha to that man, and say, hey, we just want to let him out of prison for about, oh, I don't know how long it'll take. Like, say, a couple of months, and then we'll put you back in your prison. Where do you live, by the way? Ah, Northern Africa. Tunisia. That's where you live. You just take a boat across and go all the way up there, or wherever we have South Slavic. Even if we have to take him all the way to Samarkand. Well, it did say Samarkand. Afrasiab to be exact. That's where we're having this gathering. So, if you insist, brother, he may come along. What a stupid idea. Here we go again. Finally, my guests are here. After a pleasant dinner, we've retired to my study. During the coming weeks, my guests and I finally agreed to work on a common project. Our joint ingenuity shall bring about a brilliant new invention. The time has come for me to reveal the direction for our enterprise. Figuring that I am of a military background, when I was part of the Immortals Holy Order back in my younger years, and my chances of rejoining them are just not going to happen. So, nothing is deadlier than a sharp mind. Let us invent a machine of war. I suggest a project with a warfare focus. As I look around the table, everyone nods in agreement. A fine suggestion, dear sister, Magnum Opus exclaims, a wide smile on her scarred face. Tomorrow we shall begin to work on the project first thing after sunrise. Oh, she is scarred. Who's your father? Ah, I get it. It was a regular marriage. It's just she converted her culture from Moloch to Nepali. That's who she is. Glad we are of one mind, honored colleagues. Everyone starts working on a project which will have a warfare focus. Bosnia making gains over there in Istria. Correct? Istria. Man, this man has seen it all during his time here in Persian Empire. When he left home, it used to be ran by the Chinese. And then the Mongols take over, and now you guys again. He'll be missed. As I entered the laboratory one morning, I am met by agitated voices. Maga Matab and Adept Gurak are just at a well over a set of sketches. They're disagreeing on the direction of the project. Matab agrees for a riskier and potentially more rewarding route, while Gurak wants to play it safe. Oh, a debate, eh? A dispute? Disagreement? Well, let me tell you something. She may be a lunatic and a lustful woman, and loves Ahura Mazda just as I am. But you, Gurak, you are dying of slow fever, a mild one at that, and in prison, so you're not going to be around for long. So, it'd be safe to say that I will say, I don't debate with the dead. The dead never win, and you're going to die soon. And with you being in prison, that automatically disqualifies you from any kind of debate. So Matab is right. We must explore our limits. This is related to that other chain event. A1 for intrigue. What a lovely couple. Also, you're related? Oh, didn't know. The sun set hours ago, and I could barely distinguish the details of sketches in front of me. Everyone else has gone to bed, but I'm wide awake. The thoughts are spinning in my head, faster and faster. There's something there, just outside the boundaries of consciousness. I almost have it. Eureka! I have an epiphany which will greatly contribute to the project. I got a brilliant insight. Technology spread more and more learning. What are we making? Oh, so that's how you got slow fever. Why aren't you dead yet? The invention, the culmination of our great collaboration, is finally finished. Our accomplishment is twofold. Not only have we perfected a recipe for explosive powder, we've also designed and produced a device which can launch small metal balls at lethal speeds. This handgun is to sure revolutionize warfare. The enemy will fear to meet me on the battlefield. Handgun. Since when did I equip this old sword? That belonged to Roxana. Or was I supposed to be using this? Oh well, I lived. And why was I not equipped with that? Hell. No wonder why I got mastered. This thin metal barrel is not an impressive sight, but the destruction it can cause inspires awe and fear in equal measure. Due to a highly explosive black powder, it can fire metal balls at deadly speeds. Ups morale damage, prestige, learning, and combat skill. For those who are smart, they can use it. If not, then it's not. Maybe grandson Jamshid could use that one day, because I'd like to see him in the Hermetic Society. Hell, I'll probably give him that, and he'll be a commander one day. So now, it's loaded. You never know when it'll go off the next time I go out on the field of battle like this. Well, this has been quite an episode. It was an entertaining one at that. As I said before at the beginning of this episode, I got a couple of episodes left in me before I decide to, well, let's end the series. But there's a couple of things I want to do. And whatever that may be, well, tune in to find out. As the immortals are beginning to gain ground over in Karelea, as we can see up there. Mongol Empire is expanding. Well, still trying to expand. It's taking a while. But Temujin is infected. Which is unfortunate. But at least they're all Zoroastrians. That's all that matters. Zoroastrianism has spread far and wide, even across the areas of the Northwestern Balkans, which we completed that Reconquest. And I'm happy to share that with all of you. And hope you people are happy to share that, that wasn't a good transition. Come on, you had a good run. Well, anyways, we hope you come into the next episode as the Sogdian Saga continues. Whatever route we'll take it. But don't worry, I got a handgun. So, we hope to see you next time. Until then, so long for now.